Hey y'all, welcome back to more Sims 4. If you're new to the Raven family, I am Simmer Misty. Today we are jumping back in with the single sim challenge, so without further ado, let's get to it. First things first, before we even jump in with the episode, let's go ahead and do our Ravens call for the episode. And our Ravens call today is by Punchinella Games. Yes, she is absolutely adorable, and I absolutely loved her room too. The colors really jive well together. I'm so glad that you ended up liking it, and thanks so much for your comment. I really appreciate it. Okay, so we are back in the game here with Amira, and as you can see, I am just making sure that her needs are doing okay. She's just gonna go in and sit down here and maybe get to know a bit of her classmates, because as we know, she does go to school as a homeschooler, and so I do want her to make some friends because she doesn't have any outside of her family, and as a kid we want her having friends. So since she isn't going to be attending public school, we're going to want her making friends at the very least, and so that's what I've got going on here. So we'll start her day out by going ahead and meeting some classmates that she can hopefully be friends with. It may be a little bit difficult. As we know, she does have a little bit of different traits. So she is a bit timid and she's high strung. So she gets scared easily and kind of anxious easily. So I do think that might possibly work against us in the arena of her maybe being able to deal with making friends and things of that nature. But I am hoping that's not going to necessarily be the case, but we'll just have to see. So currently right now, it actually looks like while she is actually dealing with talking with classmates and stuff, she's also gaining creativity and things like that. So as you can see, because she is homeschooling, even when she's dealing with classmates and things like that, she is getting conflict resolution, she's getting creativity, she's gaining skills while she's doing these types of activities with this mod. Yeah, see, she's already starting to get, what does that say? She's feeling, she's just not in a good place. Like, she's already frustrated. She's not in a good place. So she's given up. Maybe I can get her to do, like, a little bit of studies here. I don't know that it's going to work, but we can always try. So while she is building quite a bit of conflict resolution and manners and things of that nature, she is quite upset. So, like, quite upset. I actually think I'm gonna give her time to just chill. She's really mad. She is not having it. Maybe we will actually go ahead and just let her have a little bit of a sleep. Like, she's already getting a bit tired, so maybe we'll just let her kind of sleep it off, and we'll try again in the morning, because it is starting to get a little late. So we'll just let her go ahead and get some rest, and then we'll go from there. So she's gonna go to the washroom, and then we'll let her go to bed. Okay, so as you can see here, it is really early in the morning, but as you can see what I'm doing here, Amira is up, and we are having some technical difficulties with the school bundle mod with Kawaii Stacy. I am not sure if I have some conflicting mods in the game that are kind of not wanting to work together, but I'm definitely having some issues. And so every single time I try to get her to do some work, it's messing up. So what I've done is I have enrolled her in school. And what I did was I enrolled her in private school. I am now selling all of the toddler stuff that I told you guys that I would get rid of, and I'm going to replace it with kid-friendly things that they can use for the backyard. And she will go to private school, and so that will be a rabbit hole function. and then we'll see how that goes, because as of right now, I haven't been able to get her to do any schoolwork. Every single time I try to get her to do like a homework book or homework assignments, exception errors. And so, yeah, that's not been working out. And now she is just going to go ahead and have herself a quick meal of some cereal, because she does need to eat herself something before she heads off. I do believe she has school today, so she'll need to get herself something to eat before she needs to go to school. So she's just watching herself a little bit of television, having herself a little bit of cereal. I think that's pretty much what every child did when they were growing up, was cartoons and cereal before school. I know I did. A little bit of anime. There's no telling what Juliet's over there eating, but that's okay. And I did just get a notice that our bills were due, so I'm just going to go ahead and have her pay the bills, because I do have it in my game in MC Command Center that the children can pay the bills. I had to set that up because, especially in this save, I can't click on the adults. I realize it's part of the rules that, oh, you know, you can click on the adults so that like you can pay the bills and blah blah blah. But I find that if I start clicking on the adults, I will forget and I'll start clicking on them all the time. So in order to not do that to myself and cause confusion, I'm just not going to. So I turned it on where the kids can pay the bills, and then I won't forget. So she is just paying the house bills. She's probably, you know, I don't know, maybe Luke gave her the money and said, here you go, can you just go toss that in the mailbox? And she's like, sure, Dad, not a problem. So she's got herself a little bit of a fever, it looks like. And just for some insight, I end up going ahead, placing the clinics, going through a whole bunch of nonsense of trying to get her seen. Because she is a minor, the dad or mom have to go with her, which means you have to control said dad or mom. For whatever reason, the clinics were glitched. I could never check her in. We stood around for an entire day and a half. She never got seen. She kept getting worse. I removed the private practice mod from my game, went back into the save, and she was better. So I'm skipping through all of that because there's no point in me making you guys sit through that. And I'm going to pick up after all of that and show you what happened next. Just so you don't feel like you missed anything, there's your brief intermission of what happened. Okay, so I am back, and I did give you a couple of screenshots so you can see what we went through. There was a lot more than that, clearly. And it would seem that we do have a dental appointment that is needed for Amira, so we are going to be sending her to the dentist. So it is time for her dental appointment now, so we are going to go ahead and head over to the dentist and get her pearly whites taken a look at. So when I removed the private practice mod, I put back in a deep indigo, healthcare redux, and the dental mod and the vision mods back in. I had taken those out because I thought they were conflicting with private practice, but it turns out that that wasn't the issue at all. It was just something was wrong with private practice. So, there you go. The more you know. So her teeth are good, but she basically has sensitive teeth and needs to use a sensitive toothpaste and a mouthwash. So I'm just going to say, okay, will do, and we can get her a sensitive toothpaste so that she can use that, so that her teeth will get to where they're less sensitive. She's scared again. She is a very timid girl, this one. Very, very timid. Oh, and now it's time for her eye appointment. So as you can see, she's having all of her doctor's appointments all done in one day. She's getting herself ready, basically, because we've had to take her out of homeschooling and she's going into the private school. She is having to get all of her health stuff up to date because she's going to be going into an actual school setting where she's going to be around other kids. So we do need to make sure she's immunized, her eyes are good, her, So that's basically what we're doing. What is up? Oh, the dentist gave her laughing gas. Oh, yeah. Cute. That is a look, Amira. That is a whole look. We love to see it. Yes, yes, we do. That's precious. All right. Well, that is thumbnail material if I ever saw one. She's like, I can't believe I'm having to go through all of this just for school. True enough. True enough. But we've all had to go through it. We've all been there. We all have. So I am just going to go ahead and get Amira to work on a little bit of her homework. Now that she is enrolled in private school, we do want her working on some of that homework. And it looks like Luke is propositioning Esmeralda, so we'll just let them go do whatever it is that they want. That's fine. You do you. Or you do each other or whatever. The cloud of dirt in the background that you see there, that's Amira fighting herself, because that's a thing she does. She fights herself. And always wins, by the way. I don't know how you could lose to yourself, but whatever. So this is her just going ahead and making sure she's enrolled in private school because, you know, Amira handles everything for herself. She's very independent, even though she's one that fights herself. She's scared of everything and she's high strung. But she's always been a little independent. We know that even from when she was a toddler. She even told Esmeralda that this is what you call an independent girl. So she's just going to come out here. She's going to have a little sit down with her sister, and they're going to work on their homework together. And it'll be really lovely. They'll come conversate a little bit. And I love seeing them together. The dynamic is so precious because, you know, they are actually pretty close, you know, in an overall sense of the word, I guess as close as they could be, considering one of them is gloomy and has no joy, and the other one is timid and high-strung. I don't know how close two personalities like that can be, but they're as close as they could be. And if you just saw, Amira ordered pizza. She was like, they're in there doing the nasty, so we're not clearly getting fed tonight, so we'll just order pizza. They'll never even know. It'll be fine. So they're doing their homework. They've ordered pizza. She's got herself all, you know, up into private school setup or whatever. Things are looking up. Okay, that pizza is very large, even especially compared to you, because you're super tiny, but so the pizza's there. They can go ahead and eat it. She actually ordered kebab pizza for those of you concerned and wondering. That's what that is. It looks lovely. I would totally eat that if I could. And now that her homework is done, she's just going to go ahead and go on in here, and she's going to grab herself some pizza and get herself something to eat. She's just looking at her calendar like, oh, I have so much stuff that I need to get done. You know, I really do need to look into something for an after-school activity. I've got this new school I'm starting. Oh, that reminds me, I sold something. I need to put some money in my piggy bank. So she did add $5 to her piggy bank, which is hilarious because she bought a pizza with her parents' money, and then she sold something that she had drawn for $5 and put it in the piggy bank. I don't know how that works. She spent their money, but then, yeah, I guess that's how that works. Anyhow, so she went all the way outside to put her dirty dish outside. There was a trash can in the kitchen, but everyone goes outside and puts their dirty plates on the table outside. I guess it's a good thing we have a maid, but really annoying for me. She isn't enrolled in online homeschooling anymore, but she is able to learn online skills through the Little Miss Sam online learning system. So these would be those extra ones that I was talking about. But I do think I am actually going to go ahead and leave this episode here. So until the next episode, I'm going to fly for now. I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye, y'all.